Please subscribe my YouTube channel, Global Reality Network.
The world often speaks about Muslim women as if they are all the same. One image, one story, one destiny. This idea is repeated so often that it begins to feel true, even when it is not. In reality, Islam spans more than 50 countries and countless cultures. A woman living in rural Afghanistan experiences life very differently from a Muslim woman in Paris, Kuala Lumpur, or New York. Language, economy, politics, and family traditions shape daily life far more than religion alone. Yet global narratives flatten this diversity into a single stereotype: quiet, obedient, oppressed. This myth ignores millions of women who are entrepreneurs, scholars, artists, mothers, activists, and leaders. It also ignores women who struggle, resist, adapt, or conform in different ways. The first paradox is this: a faith practiced by over 1 billion people is reduced to one narrow image, and Muslim women are forced to carry that image, whether it reflects their reality or not. To understand their lives, we must let go of simplifications and listen to individual stories instead of collective assumptions. Many restrictions placed on Muslim women are justified in the name of religion, but when examined closely, these practices often come from culture, not faith. Islamic teachings emphasize consent in marriage, the pursuit of knowledge, and moral accountability for both men and women. Historically, Muslim women owned property, ran businesses, and participated in public life. So why do harmful practices persist? The answer lies in inherited traditions that predate Islam or evolve separately from it. Over time, culture wrapped itself in religious language, making it difficult to challenge. Questioning a tradition became equal to questioning faith itself. Women grew up hearing phrases like, "This is our way," or "This is how it has always been." These words silence doubt and discourage dialogue. The paradox is painful. A religion that granted rights becomes associated with their denial, and women are left navigating a space where faith and culture are tightly entangled. Breaking this cycle requires education, courage, and a willingness to separate divine principles from human customs. Few symbols are as misunderstood as the veil. Around the world, it provokes debate, fear, admiration, and judgment. For some women, covering is a personal expression of faith and identity. For others, it is a social expectation or family rule. And for many, it is both at the same time. The outside world often views the veil as a sign of oppression, but this perspective removes women's voices from the conversation. It assumes that visibility equals freedom and modesty equals control. Inside Muslim communities, the veil can also become a tool of pressure. Women who choose not to cover may face criticism, while those who do may still be judged for how they do it. Here lies the paradox. The same cloth can represent devotion for one woman and restriction for another. True understanding does not come from judging the veil itself, but from asking a deeper question: was the choice freely made or quietly forced? Across many Muslim-majority countries, women now outnumber men in universities. They excel in medicine, science, law, and literature. Education has become a powerful tool for transformation. Yet for many women, learning ends at the classroom door. Degrees do not always lead to independence. A woman may be highly educated but still unable to choose her career, travel freely, or delay marriage. Family expectations often override personal ambition. This creates a deep contradiction. Society celebrates educated daughters, but fears independent women. Knowledge is encouraged, but autonomy is restricted. Some women adapt. They negotiate, compromise, or wait. Others leave, and some quietly accept limits placed upon them. The paradox is not education itself, but what happens after it. When intelligence is welcomed but authority is denied, frustration grows. Education changes how women see the world, but changing how the world sees women takes much longer. The home is often described as a place of honor and comfort for women, but behind closed doors, realities are complex. Many Muslim women carry immense responsibility. They manage households, care for elders, raise children, and often contribute financially. Their labor holds families together, yet it is rarely acknowledged. Tradition teaches patience as virtue, sacrifice as duty. The homes are also spaces where power dynamics play out. Decisions are made. Silence is enforced. Expectations are reinforced daily. Still, within these walls _TF_, women shape the future in subtle ways. They educate their children differently. They question norms quietly. They plant seeds of change in ordinary moments. The paradox is clear. The same space that limits women can also become the starting point of transformation. Change does not always arrive through rebellion. Sometimes, it begins with a conversation at the dinner table. Topics like mental health, abuse, and emotional struggle remain deeply taboo in many communities. Women are taught to endure rather than speak, to protect family honor, even at personal cost. Pain is often treated as a test of faith instead of a call for support. As a result, many suffer in silence. Anxiety, depression, and trauma are hidden behind smiles and routine. Yet silence does not mean weakness. Across the Muslim world, women are finding ways to heal through private counseling, trusted friendships, and online spaces where stories are shared without fear. Divorced, once seen as shameful, is slowly being reframed as survival. Seeking help is becoming an act of courage. The paradox is striking. Strength is often mistaken for silence, while true strength lies in speaking. Healing begins when women are allowed to name their pain without judgment. Modern Muslim women are no longer waiting to be represented. They are speaking for themselves through art, journalism, scholarship, and activism. Women are reclaiming religious narratives. They question patriarchal interpretations while remaining deeply connected to faith. Social media has become a powerful platform. Stories once hidden behind walls now reach global audiences. Conversations once forbidden are now public. This does not mean rejecting tradition. It means re-examining it. The paradox is powerful. The same religion once used to silence women is now being used by women to demand justice, dignity, and equality. Faith, for many, is not the problem. Controlis. As women redefine what it means to be Muslim in the modern world, they prove that belief and empowerment do not have to exist in opposition. At the heart of every debate about Muslim women lies one essential question. Do they have the freedom to choose? Choice does not look the same for everyone. For some, it means wearing a veil. For others, removing it. For some, staying home. For others, leading in public life. True empowerment is not about forcing one model of freedom onto all women. It is about respecting agency. The real paradox is this. Muslim women are often discussed endlessly, yet rarely listened to. Behind closed traditions are human lives shaped by love, fear, faith, and resilience. They are not symbols. They are not problems to be solved. They are individuals, and the moment we allow them to define their own stories is the moment the paradox begins to disappear.